The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand. The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, live.
Well, welcome back to the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton for coverage of the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. Looking forward to bringing you our second match on the first match day. In a moment, it is the Central Falcons up against the Southern Alpiners. Central Falcons, the team from the lower North Island, which includes regions like Hawke's Bay, Taranaki, Manawatu, Wellington, and other regions in between, and the entire South Island is covered by the Southern Alpiners. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. Missed out on an interesting first game, won by the Northern Tridents by 5-0 over the Hauraki Mavericks. We now switch to this game, and we have 11 Black Sticks players stripping up for the Central Falcons team today. Looking forward to seeing many of their best players out there in just a moment, and we have six fronting for the Southern Alpiners today. In fact, 7 fronting for the Southern Alpiners that have played full internationals for New Zealand. Southern Alpiners are in the red and the blue, and the Central Falcons in the black and the yellow. Their coach is Darren Smith, interesting man to be coaching them, the Black Sticks men's coach, and Aaron Ford will be coaching the Southern Alpiners through the National Premier Hockey League over the next few weeks. The rest of the players made up by a mixture of New Zealand under-21s, under-18s, just the best of the rest really, and we've got some good talent on display here. Brooke Neal, who joins me in commentary again for this game, and headlined of course by the captain of the Central Falcons, Kayla Whitelock, who just can't hang up the stick. It's going to be interesting to see her out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be. Kayla's obviously a legend of the game. It's good to see that she's back after having 2 children, and inspirational for everyone.
Kellyanne Foskin and Lani Jackman are the umpires for this clash. Glorious day here in Hamilton, if a little breezy. Wind is coming across the field as we look at that high camera shot.
Shirt number 1, goalkeeper Georgia Barnett.
So we're having a look at the Central Falcons team first of all as Georgia Barnett comes onto the field, the Black Sticks goalkeeper. Other Black Sticks players in this lineup include Kayla Whitelock, of course, number 4, Caitlin Cotter, number 6, Megan Hull, who's played 31 times for New Zealand, she's wearing 7, Hope Ralph, Olivia Shannon, Michaela Curtis have all played for New Zealand. Michaela Curtis, number 13, has played 57 games for the Central Falcons, and they're joined by Felicity Reedy, Annie Roberts and Kelsey Smith, who's just back from major injury to play in the Central Falcons lineup, wearing 21 for the Central Falcons in this game. Of course, she was part of the gold medal winning team at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games. She'll be the last player onto the field. Good to see Kelsey Smith back. She had a knee injury that she's fought her way back from in the last little while.
Yeah, that was pretty heartbreaking for her, and I watched her struggle on the rehab for that, but she was so disciplined, and it's awesome to see her back. She was back training, and she managed to get a game at the start of this year, but obviously COVID had other plans for the year.
Yes, indeed. Southern Alpiners come on here, and they've got, as I touched on, 7 players who play for the Black Sticks. Phoebe Steele, number 3, has played 8 games. Of course, the majority of their reliance and experience is number 4, Olivia Merry, the current New Zealand Player of the Year. She's played 232 games for New Zealand. Tessa Jopp, number 6, Leah Butt, number 9, Fran Davies, number 12, Jessie Anderson, Catherine Tinning and Rachel McCann have also played for New Zealand, but unfortunately McCann is not playing in this game today. But Olivia Mary, who's the captain of the Southern Alpiners team, to touch on her, Brooke, how good has she been over the last, well, forever really? She's been a very good player for New Zealand.
Oh, she's got an eye for that ball in the attacking circle, that's for sure, Glenn.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't enjoy training against her. Yeah, often went head-to-head, me being a defender and her a striker.
Well, she is wearing number 4 for the Alpiners, tall player. And she scored 112 goals in her career. That's the leading Black Sticks goal scorer of all time. So that's Olivia Mary and Kayla Whitelock, 2 of the very best hockey players we've ever produced, are playing in this game. And we'll be back for the start of this 4-quarter clash right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Well, welcome back to Hamilton. Timing's impeccable. This match has just started between the Southern Alpiners and the Central Falcons. We're on match day 1, game number 2 of the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. Thanks for joining us. Glenn Lama's my name. Brooke Neal with us as well in the commentary. And straight away the Alpiners coming forward here. And here comes Catherine Tinning into the circle. And she's given away the free hit. So the Falcons wearing the black and yellow, and the Alpiners the blue and the red. Again, Black Sticks all over the park in this clash here. And coming forward is Kelsey Smith for the Falcons. Gives a good ball through to it's Curtis. And it's been defended by the Alpiners, who come away with the ball, but that was a promising attack down the left.
Yeah, off to a fast start. It's going to be an interesting match between these two teams. I bet the sun is going to have a lot to play in that too. Just coming down, it's going to be quite hard for both teams to see.
Shannon and also Amelia Calder over on that side of the field, disputing possession. Tinning Coming forward here, Tinning from Christchurch. Quite a few from the Harewood club in this Alpiners lineup.
It's good to see young players like that attempting an overhead. It's not an easy skill to execute.
Righto Hunter here, the Falcons defender. So the Falcons, Kayla Whitelock wearing 4, sliding into that position just above the defensive line. And now a chance for the Falcons to attack into the circle, but it's back in the Alpiners. Possession, and they won a free hit as well. Yeah, it was interesting listening to Liz Thompson after the last game, wasn't it? Lungs are burning a bit, but I think all the players and all 4 teams will be way better for the blowout today, won't they, Brooke? And really gives them a good base and foundation to move forward.
I agree. There's nothing quite like that first game after a while, and you often, you're playing big minutes. Someone like Liz Thompson probably only got a few subs in the game. Slightly different level to club hockey. Oh,
there's a great tackle coming in here from Ralph, and now this is Shannon for the Falcons, and that's nice, smart play, and unfortunately Amelia Calder, like it might have just drifted up into her chin, has given away the penalty corner.
That one's got to hurt.
Yes.
Olivia Shannon's got that skill set on her that she can find and work that PC.
She's very young, isn't she? And she's already played 25 games in New Zealand. She's only 19. So again, a bright prospect going forward. So the Falcons get the first penalty corner of the game. And it's come inside the first 3 minutes. Whitelock, whoops, it's gone astray there, hasn't it? It all didn't go to plan there for the Falcons, but they've recovered okay. Here's Shannon again. Dangerous run into the circle, and there's the goal. Well, what a recovery from the Falcons after they messed up the penalty corner. And they've got the first goal on the board. What a brilliant run from Shannon here.
Goal of game 1 for the Central Falcons, scored by Olivia Shannon.
It's a hard angle to score from too. I think the goalkeeper will be disappointed in that.
Yeah, should have protected the near post. In fact, it went right under her legs, didn't it? Kirsty Nation, the keeper for the Alpiners, so 1-0. But a dangerous run, and Shannon just showing some great skills there to finish that one off.
It's really hard to tackle along the baseline. You don't want to give away any penalty corners, and so often you sort of try and hang back and leave that for your goalkeeper, so that's a tough one for the defenders around them.
Well, Shannon, props to her. She did a great job after the penalty corner went.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of Megan Hull today. She's a real up-and-comer at the back for the Black Sticks and one of those solid players.
Yeah, and that was Hull right there. Number 7 she's wearing for the Falcons. 17 is Riley Knapp, who's going to restart play here.
I think we saw in the first game just how important execution on penalty corners are, so it'll be interesting to see with Olivia Mary the straight hit, and then Megan Hull obviously has got a killer sweep on her as well, so I think the penalty corners we can expect some action in there.
And here is Mary, right on the edge of the circle, which she put a shot in. She's a dangerous player. So Mary cuts back infield nicely here.
Good touch by Megan Hull there, just to knock up that ball off its path.
And Hull looks like she's up for the challenge of trying to defend Mary. So the Falcons get the call, and this is McCarty. Well, it's been almost stolen there by that Alpiners player, number 11, Hayley Cox. Knapp. Brittany Wang giving away the In fact, Wang earns the free hit for the Alpiners. And a build from the back through Crowley. It's better from the Alpiners as Davies.
She's going to be a real asset for that team too. Glenn, she's been in the Black Six for a few years now.
Kept in field, but unfortunately the control wasn't quite there, and the Falcons will get the opportunity to bring the ball out. So yeah, Davies playing in a defensive role, but a gold medalist from the Commonwealth Games, of course, 2018. Not much internationally happening this year now in hockey, but hopefully next year, fingers crossed, we'll get some normality.
Yeah, speaking to some of the girls, I think it's just the enjoyment factor of being able to play and have a goal to work towards, I think, is the main thing. Is when you're training with nothing in sight, it becomes quite tedious.
I bet. Yeah, it's not easy. And particularly for the Olympians in all sports, you know, had building up to 2020 Tokyo and then to have it taken out is just a, well, it's frustrating in the very least.
Well, I think hockey's obviously qualified already, the Black Six men and the women, so
well, at least we've got a goal going. They've got a goal going forward, haven't they? Even though it's a year later than what we were all anticipating.
I think some sports they haven't even qualified yet. I think maybe 60% of athletes haven't even been able to have their qualifying events, so I guess we're lucky in that sense.
Well, exactly, and of course some don't know when they have the opportunity to qualify, I guess, too. Hey, that's a great tackle coming in here from Ralph. Into the circle she comes, and it's just wide from McIntyre. But what a great run from Hope Ralph here. Heads up play. She saw McIntyre hovering in the centre, and the young South Canterbury player just couldn't finish it off for the Central Falcons. But the signs are looking good for the Falcons in front of that goal, aren't they? As Whitelock feeds Baker. They attack again, finding space close to the goal, and there is the second goal. And I think Hope Ralph has got that one.
I mean, we touched on it in the first game, how important it is to have someone just sitting on that far post.
Well, Ralph almost created for McIntyre just a second ago, and there she is, number 11, just in front of the goal there, yeah.
How much she drifts back there off that player.
Yeah,
it's really clever. It's often easy to just sort of creep forward to get that touch.
So Hope Ralph, a 20-year-old from Taranaki. New Zealand under-21s player from 2018 and 2019, has already played 8 games for New Zealand and played against Argentina, scoring 2 goals earlier on in the year. And here come the Falcons again, sweeping forward. Penalty corner's been conceded by the Alpiners. And gee, this Falcons team's looking confident.
Penalty corner for the Central Falcons.
I think it's always just a bit of momentum. Whoever scores first, and obviously they got that second goal not so long afterwards, so if they can capitalise on this, then that first quarter is really going to dictate the game.
Well, they hopefully will execute this one better, the Falcons. There's the goal again, it's thudded into the board. 3-0 in 10 minutes. Well, the Falcons are soaring.
Pretty tough to stop. That's coming at probably over 110 kilometres an hour.
That's Megan Hull just belting it home. And 3-0. And here they come again, hunting for more goals. Unfortunately, that time Shannon just couldn't quite control it. And now Mary has it, Olivia Mary. Free hit to the Alpiners just outside the circle.
Be smart here to transfer the play. I think it's often easy to just force it one side, but Look how much space it's opened up.
And there's the cross, and it's off a Falcon stick, so it will be, still will be Alpiners ball. And they're going to build from the back from Belinda Smith. Nice tackle coming in, the Falcons have it. And the space for them to counter. Well, the lungs are burning here. I don't know if she'll catch up with that one. Shannon, it was a brave effort.
I mean, considering the year that everyone's had, Glenn, I'm pretty impressed at how fast some of these girls are, full speed. Takes a lot to maintain that, especially during lockdown and building back into that club competition.
Absolutely. Well, you know more than most, don't you, how fit you need to be to play hockey. And gee, you need to be fit. Kelly inbounds it for the Falcons, but it's been William has come away for the Alpiners, and they survive for the meantime. So 3 goals in this first quarter to Shannon, Ralph and to Hull. It still will be Southern's ball.
Good to see Michaela Curtis out there, former Black Stick as well, in the white headband.
Yeah, she's wearing 13.
I think that's what's great about this new format, is it gives those past players, Aniwaka Roberts as well, out there to come back in and compete with these current Black Sticks.
Yes, the younger players. Now it's come off a foot there of a central player. So it still will be Southern's ball to Smith. Fires it across. Here's a good surge coming forward by Davies. Cross has been just slightly deflected off a foot by Leah Butt. Free hit, but again, away comes the Falcons through Shannon, who's featured prominently in this first quarter. Great pass to Reedy. Well, Felicity Reedy's given away possession, or did it just take a touch? It didn't, off a Southern stick.
Yeah, I certainly agree. Olivia Shannon's shown her talent in this first quarter. She's definitely not one to go hiding.
Well, conceding the free hit is Tinning. Good surge coming forward by Rebecca Baker. Pass from Logan, and it's been nicely anticipated that time by the Southern Alpiners.
Got Tessa Jopp, who's been playing over in the Belgium League.
Tinning to Davies. Davies has it again. Just crashes it into the circle, hoping the deflection might go her team's way, but it's back in the hands of the Falcons. Baker. Baker continued to run down that right, but couldn't get the return pass. That's nicely controlled by Shannon. Gee, her lungs must be burning. 30 seconds to go in this first quarter rather.
I think ball speed as well, like, it's definitely plays a role in being able to transfer the ball at speed and actually, like this, create an overload and opportunity.
Curtis into the circle, great run. Penalty corner is the call by the officials with 8 seconds to go.
And when you take that right back, it started all on the right side of the field and started with a transfer, and that all came down to how quickly you could transfer it from one side to the other. So I think the Falcons will, if they can keep doing that, they'll be able to punish the Alpines.
Yeah, look, I think it's a great observation. Their speed of just their general speed, full stop in this first quarter, been really impressive.
Olivia Shannon might be stepping up to hit this one.
So Curtis. Shannon. There goes the hooter for quarter time. And it's not going to count, even though it thudded into the net. So it's 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Goals to Olivia Shannon, to Hope Ralph, and a Megan Hull.
I think the Alpines will just be talking about how they can close up some holes in defence, potentially just delay. I think the Falcons definitely have that speed, so they're going to be looking to counter-attack a lot more and use their numbers.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it's going to be a tough job for Aaron Ford here, the coach of the Southern Alpiners, to get his team going forward. Former Canterbury under-21 coach and part of Hockey New Zealand's performance coaching team at the moment. But the Alpiners have got their hands full. This very skillful, fast Central Falcons team. They look good in the first quarter.
I think we're seeing slightly less sort of just those fumbling errors than the first match. Just the passes going a lot more accurate and not as many balls lost over the sideline, but I think both teams still could afford to just keep and hold possession a little bit more instead of trying to hit and hope.
Well, if you missed our first game, it's 5-0 to the Tridents. Stacey Mickelson, the Black Sticks captain, getting a couple of goals. Well, it made a fast start. 3 of those goals coming in the third quarter of that contest against the Hauraki Mavericks. But here, Central Falcons 3-0 over Southern Alpiners after the first quarter. Don't forget, we'll be back here on Saturday for 2 more games and then 2 more on Sunday as we roll through the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. So the first game on Saturday is at midday between the Tridents and the Falcons, and then we'll be back at 2 o'clock for the clash between the Alpiners and the Mavericks. So Mary will start the second quarter for the Alpiners. Beautiful night for hockey now, isn't it? It's not too warm. It's just beautiful. Beautiful spring evening. That wind's died down. Really is perfect.
I'm sure Hamilton just got named New Zealand's most beautiful city.
Well, why not on a sunny day like this? Although when the sun shines wherever you are, Brooke, it's always, they could probably claim it's the best city in New
checked
Zealand.
My facts. I'm pretty sure that it was on the news the other night.
I'm not doubting you. Here comes. It's a good tackle. Good hustle there for the ball from Calder. Crowley plays it forward now. Catherine Tinnings having a good duel with Hope Ralph in this first half on that side of the field. Whitelock back out there now, number 4 for the Falcons. And she might be called into action here as a good surge comes forwards from Davies for the Alpiners. Nice transition here. Ambrosius.
I think it's just that final execution, but could have just rolled back out and maybe played it back to Davies.
Well, at least the Southern team will still get the ball. Crowley. Attack over on the right this time. Well, it's turnover. Fortunately, just came off the foot there of Jessie Anderson. Whiteow Hunter. Nice touch from Cotter. Whitelock.
Just say when she's on your team, you just feel that little bit more secure. Often cleans up a lot of mess.
Well, particularly the younger players too. You know, I mentioned Caitlin Cotter there. She's 18. Jessica Kelly, 19. You know, they've got a good handful of teenagers in that Central Falcons team, and they're playing with Kayla Whitelock, who's been to the Olympics 4 times. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, you don't forget the first game you play with Kayla, that's for sure. I remember her giving me a talking to, but because I wasn't talking enough.
Yeah.
I think she does encourage the young players in a really good way to, you know, she'll just get you to encourage her to talk even if you are 10 years younger.
Well, even more.
Even more.
Well, Kayla Whitelock's 35 now, and it's pretty amazing that she's heading and keen to go to another Olympics next year, which will be her 5th. And there she is playing it forward now.
I think it's just that vision that she sees, those gaps, but also just the deception. You never quite know where she's going to pass it because she's always got the ball on her stick.
Oh, there, how about that? That's Whitelock's tackling skills on display. Fantastic. Now they're keeping it in. No, unable to keep it in was Kelly. She did a pretty good job though. Nice effort there from Jessica Kelly.
Just a bit of smart hockey there, holding the ball.
Nice tackle there from Wang. Knapp plays it in for the Falcons. And there's space on the right here into the circle. Dangerous run again. Well, that's nice play from Mackay Stewart. And now Mary. What can she create here? Penalty corner. Olivia Mary.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Megan Hull's not too happy. Potentially would have video referred that if,
yes.
if we had it.
Well, Mary's such a great player at the front there for Southern, Brooke, but it's hard. It's been hard for her to get into the game, hasn't it, so far?
Oh, you just saw how much space she got when she received the ball, but what you didn't see was how she led off the ball. She snuck away. See, look how much space she's in there, but she snuck away from Megan Hull, that central defender. And that's really hard to defend.
So Southern have a penalty corner. Into the circle. Oh, it sneaked under Mary's stick that time.
So the ball was slightly misdragged.
Rainey and Knapp for the Falcons. It's Crowley playing it forward. But Whitelock's there. Nice control. Coming in there from Baker. Baker into the circle. Surging run. And that's excellent play from Rebecca Baker to earn a penalty corner.
Another penalty corner to the Central Falcons.
18 years of age from Wanganui is where Rebecca Baker's from, currently at Auckland University.
You just watch the feet of the Alpines. Often it's when you get caught back on your heels and you can't really move your feet that quickly. So they'll be looking to improve that.
So it's another penalty corner for the Falcons. Here goes the flick shot, and it's been ricocheted off number 12, Davey, so it'll be another penalty corner.
It's great to see these younger players developing that specialist skill, the drag flick.
Here's another one. Whitelock. Now this could go anywhere, and it's another penalty corner. Third in the space of just a few seconds.
Wouldn't be surprised if Kayla took this one, this third one.
Yeah, it was off the leg of Butt. So another opportunity for the Falcons. It's Whitelock again, and this time it's into the keeper. Nicely saved there by Nation. And now they can transition into attack here. Good pass forward, but not quite able to be controlled there, but still will be Southern's ball. So Willis. To the baseline, but it's back in the Falcons' possession, but not in an ideal part of the pitch.
Great skills from Annie Roberts, obviously very skillful and former Blackstick. Good to see her back out there after having a child.
Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, 67 games for New Zealand. Also, Wellington stalwart, over 100 games for the capital team. Well, that's great skills coming forward here from Crowley. Oh, there's a goal. Well, it wasn't able to be controlled by Roberts. And pinching one back for Southern.
One back to the captain, Olivia Mary.
Wonderful finish from Olivia Mary. There she is. That's Mary, just knows where to be. Olivia Mary, 3-1. And if there's ever going to be a player to punish a defensive mistake, it's her, isn't it?
You will find her on that spot.
Well, let's hope her goal scoring skills continue to be displayed through this league, because she's just a quality international player. It's McIntyre playing it forward, just sneaked off the feet there, and here's more opportunities here for the Alpiners. This is Job coming forward. Good tackle coming in from Roberts. Whitelock. Pass to Reedy.
I think what sets Kayla Whitelock apart from the rest is just the amount of errors that she makes in a game is almost zero. Just that distributor, every single pass is on pinpoint. Might have just jinxed her there.
Well, to be fair, it was a good tackle coming in from her opponent there. But good to see the Alpiners sneak one back here after the first quarter.
Definitely keeps things interesting.
Crowley playing it forward. Now can Wim hold it or control it? Here's Shannon back on the field now. She was fantastic in that first quarter.
I think she's the type of player that you sort of want to push her further up the field. She shouldn't be taking those free hits back there, but obviously she's doing a bit of defending as well.
Crowley. Davies, and now Smith. So Davies and Smith at the back for Southern. Now Davies comes forward. Still there. What a run. Where's Mary? There she is. Oh, no, it isn't. It was, in fact, William who was right there, but she gave away a free hit. Close call there. What a great run coming in here from Crowley. Doesn't look like Mary's on the pitch at the moment, does it? Expected her to be there, but she wasn't there. A great run from Crowley to create the opportunity.
Good little one layer overhead. It's often really tough getting stuck in that left-hand pocket as a defender. You don't want to give it back. You don't want to give it forward. You don't know where to give it.
Just try and whack it into their legs, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a pretty pinpoint aerial to execute, so it's impressive.
Cox playing it back. Good pressing there from the Falcons, but oh no, they do have it. It's a good tackle from Ralph, and now Shannon in space. Dangerous player, Olivia Shannon. Here's Ralph, and Ralph will finish it off. And it's Ralph and Shannon who are combining beautifully. Ralph is only 20 and Shannon 19. Young players on the rise.
Amazing thing about Olivia Shannon, she's actually started playing hockey not so long ago. I think high school. Yeah,
wow.
So she's picked that up at an age where you wouldn't expect her to excel that quickly, but she has. It's amazing.
Well, Shannon from fielding, but it was Ralph scoring the goal, and that's her second goal of the game. So hope Ralph doing a great job. Both of them, it's great to see them already, both of them having played for New Zealand. Shannon debuting last year, and Ralph debuting early this year. It's a good play there from Cotter, another youngster that the Falcons have that's already played for New Zealand. She's only 18. Here's a good tackle. Smith. Smith still has it. Anderson. Good pass to Mackay Stewart. There's the crash ball in, and it's a good cross, wasn't it? Just unfortunately, those couple of players in front of goal there, Brooke couldn't get that little nudge in.
Oh, it's tough when it's coming that sort of shin height.
It's good control from Belinda Smith again. But, and now it's Anderson. Looks like she'll give away possession there inside 2 minutes till half time. Falcons leading 4-1. Roberts plays it forward. It's been cut out. Southern back in possession.
Definitely stringing some more passes together, both teams in this match.
Free hit conceded by Shannon. Nice direct run coming from Calder, who's back out there. That's Whitelock controlling the ball beautifully. Smith coming forward. It's good work.
You won't find anyone who will run back as hard as Kelsey Smith, I'll tell you that.
And that's exactly what she did there. You picked that one, Brooke. Well done. Inside the last minute is Roberts. Gives it to Whitelock. Look at Whitelock squeezing between two players and delivering a pretty good pass, which was well controlled by Emma Rainey. Rainey takes it quickly, looking for that free hit, and she's got it again. Into the circle, and penalty corner conceded. It's good work by Emma Rainey.
It'd be interesting to see if that actually went 5 metres. It's pretty hard when you're dribbling on the spot like that.
Well, just bouncing up unfortunately there for Southern, and now it's a penalty corner inside the last minute. And Curtis is going to go over and take it again. Well, a fifth goal would be gold for the Falcons.
Almost identical sweep hit from Megan Hull.
And this time it was just wide.
It's such a hard height to stop, though. She's purposely getting that tiny little bit of a lift on, and oh no, it actually came off the first runner's stick.
Well, did that come off a foot? Referee says play on. There's still a chance here for the Falcons. No, they've conceded the free hit, but time is against the Alpiners launching another attack. So it's half time here at the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton. And it's the Central Falcons with a good lead at half-time over the Southern Alpiners. They're leading by 4-1.
Seem to be enjoying themselves out there. That's probably all you'd hope for after the year that's been.
Indeed. 2 goals to help Rofe, 1 to Olivia Shannon and 1 to Megan Hull. And the Alpiners goal scored in that quarter to Olivia Merry. We'll be back with the second half very shortly.
Sky Sports, the home of hockey.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term, choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape, or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
We need our parents to be more supportive
so we can go out there and have some fun.
We're on a mission to find some of our most famous sport parents.
To give our parents some helpful advice.
So do you think you'll be able to help us out?
Absolutely. When I played sport, it was all about having fun.
Talk about the effort they win and not about the fact that they won the game.
Try and encourage our kids to get involved in as many sports as possible.
We want to build kind, strong, resilient athletes.
They see and watch your behaviour all the time. They see everything.
Don't pressurise them and trying to make them improve too quickly.
Kids coming in with a lot of overtraining injuries.
They're not supposed to know how to have the winning mindset at the age of 12.
If they come off that field or come off that court with a smile on their face, then I'm a happy man.
We came up with 10 golden rules
for being an awesome sport parent.
To check them out, go to besportive.kiwi.
So, Egypt, exciting.
It's been my lifelong dream to see the sunrise over the pyramids. Oh, it's silly, really.
Not at all. The room, it must be 502.
4-1 it is here at half-time. Hope you're enjoying coverage of the Premier Hockey League for 2020, the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League for 2020, from the home of Waikato Hockey here at the Gallagher Hockey Centre. The sun is starting to set, but this team here, Promotional, is in control of the game. 4-1.
I think it's an amazing opportunity for Darren Smith, the coach of the Black Six Men's, to come and give his opinion after being involved many years with the men and obviously with the Ireland women's team.
And here are the goals. That's the first one scored from the acutest of angles from Olivia Shannon, and then this one scored by Hope Ralph. Just a simple tap in front of goal for Hope Ralph, and then Megan Hull got on the score sheet from a penalty corner, and this was beautifully finished. Thudded into the board, and it was 3-0. But then Olivia Mary, as we've so often seen down through the years, gets one back. There she is, sneaking in from the left, pouncing on the loose ball, 3-1.
Maybe a millisecond in between that mistake and her getting on it.
And then a sweeping attack with Olivia Shannon creating a second goal for Hope Ralph, and that restored that 3-goal margin for the Central Falcons. Earlier today, of course, it was the Northern Tridents winning 5-0 against the Hauraki Mavericks in Game 1. So Southern Alpiners need to get back into this one as we look ahead to Match Day 2, which is coming up on Saturday. Midday, the Tridents and the Falcons, and the way that's going, well, the way this game's going, that will be a clash of the two unbeaten teams, Promotional, and that should be a beauty.
I mean, you know, there's one half of hockey left and anything could happen, but yeah, as you said before, the the teams are so even, and I think regardless of who they play, it's just great to see the camaraderie out there and the competition between the players who are normally used to standing side by side.
Leaving a bit of a mountain to climb for our Alpiners.
Yeah, Darren Smith laying down the law there, demanding high standards from his team. How are you on the X's and O's?
Yeah, it would be great to get a mic and actually listen in on that.
Good little crowd here too, enjoying the hockey of what is the first day of quite a few coming over the next 4 weeks as we build towards finals in early December in both the men's and women's competitions. Men's competitions gets underway next Thursday. So we're looking forward to bringing you coverage of the first round of the men's competition coming up next Thursday. Both teams coming back onto the pitch now for the start of the second half.
I think something that could be improved in the second half, Glenn, is marking. Like, I think that's something that you can't practice, especially when you can't practice during lockdown. You can't practice through just doing fitness. I saw some creative ways of people, the Aucklanders in that second lockdown especially, you know, trying the skills and things, but yeah, until you get to a fast-paced game and actually some live hockey at this level, it's really hard. You can all of a sudden realise that you might be a little bit off the pace, and that player like Olivia Mary, Olivia Shannon, they drift off you really easily and get the ball.
It's a good point, because, you know, you can stay fit, jump on a bike, go for a run, but yeah, getting out there, and you can't substitute match play in any sport, can you, really? And I'm not saying players get rusty or anything like that, Brooke, but I guess you lose your sharpness. Is that what you're kind of hinting at?
Well,
there?
it's the decision making too, and having to constantly just checking over your shoulder. So, you know, I might think that I'm marking you 1 minute and then just one step and you're gone. So
yeah,
it is sharpness, but I mean, you often, it's quick to pick it up. So hopefully the second half might have even learnt a couple of things from that first half, and they'll improve.
All right, so we're set for the third quarter. The Falcons leading by 4-1. Kayla Whitelock there, wearing 4, the captain of the Central Falcons. 250 56 games for her country. And there she is with the ball now. That's the 4th most of all time. She scored 63 goals for New Zealand as well. That's the 7th most of all time.
Oh,
great pass. Falcons onto the attack now on their right edge. Ralph.
Those long balls that often go straight across the field, it goes either one way or the other. I've had quite a few that you think the gap's there and you get tempted, but this one paid off. Another great penetrating pass there.
Well, it's been given away though, unfortunately by Leah Butt, and now Whitelock has it. Well, Ralph couldn't control that one. So back on to defence. Go the Falcons.
It's great the sun's not playing a factor anymore for either teams.
Again, it just eludes Ralph's stick off the run from Caitlin Cotter. So the Alpiners have it again, and here comes Davies. And now Crowley. Mary quite high on the defensive line, but she's plugging that hole on that left edge. It's gone against Roberts. So Davies can sweep forward here, into the circle it goes. Free hit. I think that one got lifted into the circle just a tad maybe.
Interceptor sweep's a hard skill to execute.
Oh, it's good hustle on the ball there from White Hunter. Whitelock. Still happy to play on the right arm, not able to be controlled there by Cotter that time. The youngest player in the Central Falcons lineup. She's just 18. Oh, she's got that one.
She's been a great asset coming into the Black Sticks.
Yeah, she's already had 2 games. 2 games for New Zealand earlier this year. Now, the Falcons into the circle here. Well, that's good defending from Phoebe Steele. Did a great job, and now Mary comes away.
Interesting to see Olivia Mary so deep in the field. I think she's come back to try and help on the defence, but it'd be great if she was getting the ball in the attacking 25. Would make a big difference.
Absolutely. Hull goes aerial. Beautifully controlled there by Ruby Logan, but she has in fact given away that free hit. And Crowley comes a field cross. Oh.
You can hear this coach screaming there, keep it simple.
Roberts. So 4 goals to 1. 4 minutes played in this third quarter. Alpiners' passing game's been pretty good recently. Looks like it's improved a bit through the game as it's gone on. I think we'll see all teams improve with their passing game.
I agree.
As the game's continued. Now goes Butt. Leah Butt. Oh, she didn't quite time her cross, did she?
One of the skills that has been a big work on in the Black Sticks is just a hard push pass. Because it's like the sweep is sometimes too slow and too easily read, and the hit is often not as accurate as a push pass. But
well, the continued work on that skill. Of course, you always want to find a teammate. And there's Hull.
That way the opposition just doesn't know where they're going to pass it.
Roberts. Looks like she's just going to take a breather. Might have just got, it looked like a planned substitution anyway, didn't it? It's Whitelock.
It's a great pass.
Downfield goes Logan. Chasing through there is Reedy. Free hit's going to be for Southern. It's Calder. 21 years of age, under 21s player for New Zealand. Oh, nice, almost Whitelock getting in there, making a real nuisance of herself for that Southern defence. Whitelock takes it quickly. Baker. Another free hit. Baker takes it quickly. Into the circle she comes. Penalty corner has been conceded.
I mean, that's the advantage of taking those quick free hits. Especially when you've got 3 Alpiners, they're just not able to tackle because they're not 5.
Well, another 18-year-old is Rebecca Baker. So, in fact, they have 2 18-year-olds in their team, Central Falcons. So they're loaded with experience, but also got some really promising young players in their team as well. It's a lovely blend that they have in their team. As Emma Rainey comes over to take the penalty corner.
I think Megan Hull and Kayla Whitelock might be planning something special here. They might change it up. Who knows?
Hull on the left there. She's wearing 7. It's trapped.
Yeah.
Here's Whitelock with the shot. Oh, she didn't get timing on it. It's still there. Another penalty corner. She would have liked a bit more power on that shot, Whitelock, I suspect.
I think she was planning either a 1-2 or just a straight hit from there, but she often likes getting it off the layoffs.
So Rainey over to take it again. Oh, the trap not there this time, so Whitelock forced into plan B. And it's been saved by Nation. It's still there for Central. And it's been scrambled away.
Oh, it's really tough when the drag out doesn't come straight and then the rest is not able to be executed.
And now it's been lost over the baseline by Kelly. And Southern survive, but they've given the ball back to Central. Hull. It's McCarty going aerial, but just hooking it out. So Southern get the ball back. 7:50 to play. No goals since half-time.
I think that's always going to happen when you have 4 goals in the first half. It's probably naturally going to slow down a little bit. It'd be good to see the Alpines get one back here.
Sure will, Olivia Mary. We'd love to see her in the goal-scoring action again, wouldn't we? It's a great run from Reedy through the middle. She has been dispossessed. Now the free hit's conceded. Southern. That's nicely controlled, wasn't it? Very nicely done by Logan. Now Ralph.
Footwork here is needed by the Alpine.
Well, hope Ralph rather continues to create problems down that left flank. She's already scored 2 goals in this game. And this great pass, not able to be controlled there by Mackay Stewart, although she's come back and won the ball.
It's often a lot harder to actually take up the left because the defenders are on their forehand. But she's got a way of carrying it sort of on her reverse.
Calder. Oh, slipped through Whitelock. Calder still has it. Nicely controlled. That's Cox coming forward. It's out over the baseline by Emma Rainey. So Southern will keep the ball. Crowley. Still going to be ball for Willis. Tinning on it now for Southern, and it's being taken away by Kelly. Breakout play coming here. Shannon. Oh, Shannon couldn't quite control it for once.
I think the Alpines are quite lucky there because their defence actually got caught quite in a flat line. So just got to probably watch that with players like Olivia Shannon creeping on in behind there.
It's good play. Here's Whitelock once more. Cotter. Oh, we'll fight for the ball there. It's going to be a free hit for Southern. Space out on the left now for Cox.
It's a good bit of aerial work. 3D skills.
Cox again wins the ball back. Now, whose foot did that come off? Came off Cox's. And that's going to be Central's ball. Anawaka Roberts just clears it downfield. Roberts, of course, Hutt United player.
Didn't look like she had too many options there.
So inside the last 4 minutes now of quarter number 3. No goals in this quarter. This is Davies. Well, back they come into their own half.
I think we've seen it from all teams tonight is just the fact that they're not really going 100% aggressive in their pressing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's tiredness.
Cox. Here's a chance for Southern. Penalty corner. Good play from Hayley Cox to create that, the 20-year-old. And she's making some nice moves at the moment, Brock. Number 11.
Agree. It's great to see these players coming up and just taking it, have the confidence just to go one-on-one like that instead of pass it off.
Well, she did some good work there for Emily William, and now William's going to come over and take the penalty corner. Last year's New Zealand under-21 rep, playing as a striker in this game. And Mary's lurking. Oh, it's been deflected out off. A Central stick has it.
Olivia Shannon's pretty speedy to get out there, especially when Olivia Mary, if you have a look at the way that she likes to bunt the ball forward herself, which takes a little bit more time. So she's got to get that away pretty quickly if she wants to have that shot on goal.
Oh, that still will be Southern's ball. Boy, they'd love to pinch one here near the end of this third quarter. Crowley. Coming forward now is Mackay Stewart, but she's lost the ball. Central back in possession through Smith, and now McCarty. Whitelock. Nice touch. Southern have it. Anderson into the circle. Here's a chance. Oh, that last touch just too strong.
Did well to get there and make that tackle on Kayla Whitelock, and I think she did the right option there, just laying it off.
In the end, it wasn't to be for Southern. Parker Roberts has it. Oh, it's good pressure. Good defensive pressure from Southern there. They've got possession here inside the half of the Central Falcons, but they can't capitalise on that occasion. Kiriana Wairo Hunter. Last minute of the third quarter. Southern into the circle. Chance at a penalty. Corner plays down. In the end, the umpire rather has awarded possession to Central.
Looks like a card here.
Yeah. Green card given out to one of those players for Southern.
That's a tough one to try in one time, especially on your forehand like that. It has to be coming quite hard for it to ricochet off.
Well, last 10 seconds now of this third quarter. Looks like Southern are just happy for the hooter. And will take their chances in the last quarter of the game. No goals in that quarter, folks. 4 goals to 1 the score remains.
I think that's what's nice for the Falcons. When they score early, it does take that pressure off the third quarter, which can often be where the game turns.
Well, Aaron Ford will be happier. Maybe he could unleash Olivia Mary now in the last quarter. Full 15 minutes for Olivia Mary coming up. Get her on the ball as much as possible. The all-time leading Black Sticks goal scorer.
So good to see Kayla's sister Verity Charland out there having a few words.
Yeah, it's a beautiful evening for hockey now. Winds died right down. Feeling could be a bit chilly in Hamilton tonight. But if we get weather like this for the rest of the tournament, happy days.
I have to say, looking forward to summer though.
Are we what? Aaron Ford there. Beach is the furthest thing from his mind, I suspect, at the moment. Plenty of hockey to be played and won. It's all in the front of his mind over the next 4 weeks. Southern Alpiners has been plucky in this third quarter.
I think Olivia Mary will have high expectations of her team, as she should, but it is really tough, as I said, coming, probably just today, the team assembling. At least tomorrow they'll have a chance to practice and maybe walk through some set plays and some presses on the turf. Maybe watch some video footage and then have another crack in the weekend.
So underway now in the last quarter of this contest, and it's going to be Olivia Shannon, who's been one of the stars for the Central Falcons, earning the first free hit for her team. Scored that goal, remember, in the opening goal of the game, Olivia Shannon. It's well kept in. Still in the field of play, and now Southern come forward. That's nicely anticipated by the player I just talked about, Shannon. Now Whitelock crashes it in, looking for that deflection that come off the post.
It's hard not to flinch at that hit.
Well, Southern survive. Nice move there from Davies. Whitelock playing it back to Hull, who's been rock solid in defence for Central in this game. Megan Hull. Great pass. Into the circles, could be dangerous for Southern. Referee.
Might be a penalty corner there, but
Yeah.
lifted. But
Well, the umpire raised the whistle, didn't she? But she didn't blow it.
oh, we do give the umpires the hard time.
It's sadly not able to be controlled there by Isabella Ambrosius. For Southern, it was looking pretty useful down that left flank, but they have it again. Calder controls it. Well, that could have gone anywhere, but it's Kelsey Smith back to Hull again. Roberts. Hull and Mary having a good battle there. Whitelock. Well, good pressure coming up here. High pressure there from Olivia Mary and a couple of other Alpiners players.
I mean, I think the communication there would be, we've got 12 minutes to go, we're losing 4-1.
Just go for it.
Why not have a crack?
Absolutely, that's beautifully controlled there. Tinning.
Yeah, you can hear Olivia Mary just on the sideline there. Full press, keep them in this pocket. There's subtle changes and you can feel the energy lift in the Alpines.
Well, they do have the ball back now, but now it's Davies. Whoops. Timing of the pass wasn't what was hoped for there. And away comes Kelly for Central. And that is nicely controlled by Cotter. There's a beautiful cross into the circle. Another penalty corner.
I think that was called back of the stick.
It's another penalty corner to the Central Falcons.
Good attack on the right though, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a tough scramble. When you're running full speed back trying to intercept the ball or make a tackle.
Particularly when Olivia Shannon is the target for a pass. So Curtis back out there now. 57 games for New Zealand, debuting back in 2012. She's going to deliver this penalty corner. And it's Hull. Just deflected away. Or was it wide? It must have been deflected away because it was Central ball. But now the Southern team have it through Wang. Curtis up there looking to pressure the Southern defence, but they've come out of it okay. Mary.
I think she's just trying to get the ball speed up. As many passes as possible. Try and create some gaps in the Falcons defence.
Well, McIntyre did a good job to intercept it. Well, Whitelock not accurate with the pass there, and still no change to that half-time score. 4-1 with 10 minutes to go. Knapp looks to find Baker, but she can't catch up with that one. Leah Butt to take it. Buck comes forward again.
Trying to find some gaps by transferring the play here. You can tell that there's a lot of players on that left-hand side, so if you keep coming around this way.
Here comes Bukai Stewart. And it's going to be more possession for Southern. They try their luck on the right this time. Well, this is Whitelock for Central as they look to counter. Get some support, does Whitelock, from Rainey and Hull. It's good composed play, isn't it, from Central? Rainey loses the ball. Willis.
A ball into space there. We haven't seen much of that these few games.
Mackay Stewart. Oh, yes, that's very nicely done from Ruby Logan.
Deserves a second mention. That was a good bit of defensive work. As I said, defenders often underrated. Don't get much of the glory, but could have saved a goal.
No whistle there. And away comes Belinda Smith rather. But Ralph has it for Central. Shannon goes from the edge of the circle. Wasn't far away.
Good touch there.
It's that combination, isn't it? Ralph and Shannon. Tinning is going to win a free hit. Belinda Smith. Play on's the call. Kai Stewart into the circle. Well, other than that scramble goal in front of the goal in that first half by Olivia Mary, Brooke, it's been a very solid defensive effort too from this Central Falcons team. It really has.
Yeah, I definitely think that they're starting to find their rhythm here and maybe communicate a bit better. I think communication's really key in these sorts of games when you're not used to playing together.
Well, it's stolen, and away comes Southern in space. Into the circle, no one there to latch onto it though. Free hit conceded by Margot Willis. Kayla Whitelock. Oh, nice.
Bit of skill there.
It was very good for McCarty. Now Whitelock. Well, how good would this be if Central could convert this into something?
It's a great ball up the sideline. Often it's easier to just think you want to cut straight to the circle there, and that's where you get intercepted.
Rainey to the circle, looking for that penalty corner, not coming. Again, good defensive work, this time coming in from Crowley. So no goals in the second half. We're inside the last 5 minutes. Score remains 4-1.
What do you think, a goal a minute?
Well, Mary's out there. I suppose anything's possible if she's there. She's such a sharp shooter.
And you've got someone like Kelsey Smith out there fighting away as well.
Absolutely. Wado Hunter has it. Well, that came off a stick from Southern, so it's still going to be Central ball.
Bit of a warning there with Megan Hull and the Falcons player.
Wado Hunter playing it in, but that one's going to elude everybody. Jessica Kelly included. Nicely intercepted from Shannon.
Doesn't look like the Falcons are taking the the foot off the gas pedal.
Now Mary, rare touch for her in the second half.
That's good from Megan Hull just to shuffle outside the circle so that if it does hit her foot, it's not a penalty corner. It's not a great place to be able to take the ball from, but when you've got Kayla Whitelock there, I think you feel pretty safe.
Well, exactly. Whitelock and Hull have been, we talked about Ralph and Shannon being very good at the other end of the field, haven't Hull and Whitelock combined really well at the back for Central?
I think it's just the cool, calm and collected approach that they both have. Don't make any rash decision.
Absolutely. Shannon it is. Whacks it into the circle, but it's going to be Southern ball.
It's good from Fran Davies just to take off there.
Whoops, it's been turned over. Oh, beautifully controlled by Curtis. There is a goal. It's still alive, actually.
Must have gone off the post.
Yeah. Sure, I heard the thud into the board as Whitelock just outside the circle. She can't score directly from outside the circle, of course. Kelsey Smith. He's going to turn it over. Well, Curtis was clean through Brooke. Let's have a look what happened here. Oh, it just deflected off the pads of the keeper onto the post. That's what happened. Well, great goalkeeping there from Kirsty Nation. In fact, it's Masters out there now, actually. Sasha Masters. So congratulations to her. That's a stop and a half.
I've had that happen to me, but it was off my foot.
Oh, yeah?
Ref didn't see it play on.
What, you were shooting for goal or you defended it?
I was postie.
Oh.
Defending.
Very good. Just over a minute to play, so the Central Falcons have got this one in the bag, it seems.
Sort of just hitting and hoping now, trying to get it up that end of the field.
So when we come back on Saturday, it's going to be a battle of the unbeaten teams with the Tridents beating the Mavericks earlier today 5-0. And it looks like the Falcons will close out the victory here in this contest against Southern Alpiners.
I think I got it wrong when I said both games would go down to the last quarter.
Yeah, but in fairness to you, Brooke, it's been hard to pick because, you know, these teams have just come together. They're quite evenly split in terms of talent. And it's
I think it's just all about who turns up on the day, and a couple of key moments in the game where it could have easily gone the other way.
And I think in this game too, a couple of key combinations have really worked for Central at both ends of the field, which has been a hugely contributing factor to their win. But Southern have actually tore it away pretty well. Played with a very good attitude, as they maybe hope for one more chance in this contest.
I think the Falcons too are made up of quite a core group who play together for the Central team of the National Hockey League too.
Indeed. As the game has concluded, so no goals in the second half, but it's been a very good performance in the first half in particular by the Central Falcons, who are on the board with a win by 4-1.
Isn't it great to see hockey on TV again?
Sure is. Hope Ralph getting 2 goals. Olivia Shannon and Megan Hull getting the other goals. It's victory to the Central Falcons by 4 goals to 1.
Doing the COVID handshake there with the elbows.
Sentinel Homes, the naming rights sponsor of the Premier League Hockey.
So we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Principal partner of Hockey New Zealand, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sports, the home of hockey, Sport New Zealand.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Welcome back to the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton. 4 goals to 1 it was. Central Falcons getting the win over the Southern Alpiners. We've got Fran Davies here from the Alpiners. And Fran, hard luck, but I guess some positive signs there in the second half. I mean, you didn't concede any goals.
Yeah, no, definitely. They brought it to us in that first half. I think we really had to step it up. In that second half, I think we brought it to them. I think we definitely did dominate a lot of that game, but we just needed to be more clinical in the circle. And then on our defence, they really brought it to us, and yeah, they tested us back there.
Yeah, they're a good side, aren't they? Olivia Mary, I guess maybe you want to get her into the game a bit more in your next match?
Yeah, I think it's more everyone. I think we really were not really a unit in that first half, but near the second, yeah, Olivia Mary, all our strikers, I think we've got some speed in there. We're a lot younger, we're a lot more feisty, and I think we'll bring a lot more energy in our next game.
Indeed, and do you like the format? It's only 4 teams, but you've got the creme de la creme of New Zealand hockey here, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess it's best of the best here. I know we're really excited to finally be back here. This is our 3rd try, and yeah, we're here, first game out, and what a battle, yeah.
Good on you, Fran. Hard luck. Good luck on your next game.
Thank you.
All right, Fran Davies there from the Southern Alpiners. And now we've got Kayla Whitelock in. Kayla, how are the lungs after that?
Yeah, broken. No, it was a good hit out. It was a lot faster than, I guess, what we've been playing for a long time. So it was nice to get out there and, yeah, blow the lungs. Good
win, wasn't it? I mean, you got some excitement up front there with Olivia Shannon and Hope Ralph. They seem to combine very well and get you guys rolling nicely.
Yeah, they're great. We call them the Fab Three with her, Caitlin, Hope and Ollie Shannon up the front. So yeah, they're fantastic. They've got speed to burn, they've got energy, and that drives us forward from the back.
And what about you? How do you think you played today? And you combine nicely with Megan Hull as well, who had a very solid game behind you.
Yeah, I think pretty quiet from my point of view, but as long as the team goes well, it doesn't really matter. So it's just building into it and playing with new people at the back, and but it's exciting.
Next game for you guys is against the Northern Tridents. 5-0 they won earlier. Probably didn't catch much of their game, but were you surprised by that result?
Not really. I thought, the scores, yes. I thought all the games would be a lot closer, actually, because it's such a strong competition. But, I think it was a Stacey Mickelson show, so, and that's to be expected. She's hard to contain, and we'll have to look forward to that.
Well, put your turbo boots on, because you'll need them. You might need them on Saturday. All the best. Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you. Cheers.
There we are, Kayla Whitelock, folks, the captain of the Central Falcons. So it's the Central Falcons winning 4-1 in the second game. And earlier, of course, it was the Northern Tridents beating the Hauraki Mavericks by 5-0. Well, that's it from Hamilton tonight, but we'll be back at midday on Saturday for the next contest, which will be a clash of the two unbeaten teams, and that will be followed by the Hauraki Mavericks against the Southern Alpiners at 2 o'clock. So we look forward to your company then.
The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand.